Good morning everyone. Welcome again. Today we will discuss about enculturation and acculturation. So let's start enculturation. Enculturation is a process by which a person adopts the behavior pattern of the culture he lives in. So enculturation refers to all learning that takes place without direct deliberate teaching. We learn certain ideas, concepts and values simply because of their availability in cultural context. For example, what is vegetable, what is wheat or what is cereal, what is non-cereal is defined by what is already there, previously labeled as vegetable or cereal and agreed upon people at large. Such concepts and transmitted both directly or indirectly and are learned very well because they are an integral part of life of a culture group. A never question or such examples of learning are called enculturation. So, enculturation refers to all learning that occurs in human life because of its availability in socio-cultural context. The key element of the enculturation is learning by observation. When we learn any content of society by observation, enculturation is in evidence. These contents are culturally shaped by our preceding generation. In this sense, enculturation always refers to learning something that is already available. A major part of our behavior is the product of enculturation. In Indian families, many complex activities like cooking are learned by observation. There is no prescribed curriculum, no textbook for such activities. There is also no deliberate instruction for cooking. Although the effects of enculturation are obvious, people are generally not aware of these effects. They are also generally not aware what is not available in the society to be learned. So this leads to an apparent paradox. The people who are most thoroughly enculturated are often the least aware of their culture's role in modeling them. So enculturation and education play a very important role in enculturation as the process by which individuals acquire the knowledge, skills, attitude, values that enable them to become functioning members of their societies. Now come to the acculturation. Acculturation, one culture group adopting the practices of another culture group, is an example of acculturation. Acculturation refers to culture and psychological change resulting from contact with other cultures. Contact may be direct when one moves and settles in a new culture, or indirectly through media or other means. It may be voluntary when one goes abroad for higher studies, training and job and trade. And involuntary means through colonial experience, invasion, political refuse. In both cases, people often need to learn, and also they do learn something new to negotiate life with people of other culture groups. For example, during the British rule in India, many individuals and groups adopted several aspects of British lifestyle. They prefer to go to English schools, take up salaried jobs, dress in English clothes, speak English language, and changes their religion. So, acculturation is an exchange of culture feature that results when group of individuals having different culture come into continuous first-hand contact. The original culture pattern of either both groups may be altered, but the group remain distinct. Nature. Acculturation can be conceived to be process of cultural learning imposed upon minorities by the fact of being minorities. If enculturation is the first cultural learning, then acculturation is second cultural learning. This has often been conceived to be under unidirectional zero-sum cultural conflict in which the minority's culture is displayed by the dominant group's culture in a process. Here is some difference in enculturation and acculturation. As soon as an individual is born, she begins to acquire culture around him, with or without any influence. And acculturation is not an essential phenomenon in life, but occurs when two cultures meet together. It's an essential required for survival. It's not an essential requirement for survival. Process acculturation is the very first familiarization process to be particular culture. It's not in acculturation. It's not the first, but the second or third familiarization of various culture. So, enculturation is the acquisition of one's own culture. Acculturation is the amalgamation of two cultures. Enculturation is an essential requirement for survival. Acculturation is not an essential requirement for survival. Acculturation is the very first familiarization process, and actual acculturation is not the first but the second or third familiarization of various contact. So here are some strategies of acculturation. These strategies are very important in acculturation. First is integration, second is assimilation, third is separation, and fourth is marginalization. So integration, it refers to an attitude in which there is interest in both maintaining one's original culture and identity while staying in daily interaction with other culture groups. In this case, there is some degree of culture integrity maintained while interacted with other culture groups. And in assimilation, it refers to an attitude which people do not wish to maintain their cultural identity. They move to become an integral part of other culture. In this case, there is a loss of one's culture and identity. Third one is separation. It refers to an attitude in which people seem to place a value on holding on to their original culture and wish to avoid interaction with other cultures, a culture group. In this case, people often tend to glorify their cultural identity. This is separation. Next is marginalization. It refers to an attitude in which there is a little possibility or interest in one's cultural maintenance and little interest in having relations with other culture group. In this case, people generally remain undecided about what they should do and continue to stay with a great deal of stress. So today we have discussed about topic acculturation and in unculturation. Next time we will move further. Thank you.